Hi, welcome to Mrs. LaPlante's APUS History page. I am Mrs. LaPlante, and my contact information is on the screen, laplantej@ollchs.org. Email is really the best way to reach me. I try to check it repeatedly during the day, and if it's a quick question, I can usually get back to you pretty soon. If it's a more complex question, at my next break or at the end of the school day, I usually do try to get back to parents as quickly as I can. If you prefer to leave a phone message, it's 463-0400, extension 1113. For that, it would be at least the end of the day before I would be able to get back to you. APUS history. For those of you that your child is the first child in the family taking APUS history, it is a college level introductory course. The expectations, curriculum, reading difficulty are similar to what's expected from a freshman in college. The textbook is a college level textbook, and some students may struggle with the difficulty and the amount of reading. There's a lot of complex vocabulary in it. I do encourage the students to write down any words they don't know and learn them. They're good SAT prep words, so that's something I do ask the students to do. The most successful students in an AP class are self-motivated, curious, hardworking, and they already have self-discipline and strong work ethic. These qualities can be learned, and if they don't come already with them, I do try to help them learn how to have those skills. And many of the students will struggle at first, but by about halfway through the first quarter where we are now, we see students kind of figuring out what they have to do. They have to work harder. They have to do more reading. They have to study longer than they've had to do for other social studies courses. And once they learn these skills, they gain a new kind of confidence with the course. It's always a little scary. There's a lot to do. It's quick going, but most of the students do learn skills that they can use when they go away to school and when they need to rely on themselves for time management and when they're going to get things done. When mom and dad aren't right there with them at college. So AP is a good way for them to learn those skills. The grading in the course tests are 40% of the grade. Quizzes are 30%. Classwork and homework is 20%. When they do the group writing that I have them often do, that is almost always a classwork homework grade. I believe that something that's going to count as a quiz or a test should be their own individual work. They shouldn't have to rely on a classmate that sometimes will let them down. Participation is 10%, and most of the kids will get full credit on that. They might lose points if they're late to class a lot, or if they're absent a lot, or if they're not on the right page on their Chromebook. If they're, somewhere they shouldn't be, then they could lose class participation points. The AP exam is May 6th of 2021. It is required of all students. It's part of the payment that you make when you pay for the extra for the AP course, and it is a requirement of the school for them to sign up for the AP test. They do know how to do that. They've been asked to do that. So you could check with your child to make sure that they've taken care of that. Assignments in the AP US history, we have over 40 chapters in the textbook. We start kind of slow, and then we really do pick up speed. Due to COVID, we've had to adapt with an electronic textbook this year. There is at least one chapter test a week. Some weeks there might be two. If it falls that there's one on a Monday and one that's on a Friday, some of the chapters we would be that quick. Unit tests are usually 3 to 4 chapters at a time. In addition to that, the students do a lot of writing. A lot of their writing right now is in groups. We're practicing SAQs, which are short answer questions. There's long essays on the AP exam, and there's also DBQ essays on the AP exam. So we will be practicing all of those writing types. There's a lot of pressure taking APs. So when the AP is finally done, and especially if they're taking multiple APs or college courses in addition to the APs, they're pretty stressed. So we take some time the first week, especially after the AP exam, and we have some downtime with some fun historical movies. We usually watch Forrest Gump. National Treasure is a favorite with the students. And sometimes, we'll see how many. There might be a third movie. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. We also spend some time preparing for the U.S. History Regents exam. Even though they've taken the AP exam, they still have to take the Regents exam. It's their final exam grade. And the other thing we do is we work on a family project. They're going to be asked to pick a topic to honor some aspect of their family history. It should be considered an heirloom for their grandchildren. In the past, I've had students do a family cookbook where they do recipes that different family members are known for. They might put a picture of that person in the cookbook, as well as the recipe and maybe a bio of the person. Other students have done shadow boxes where they've taken some artifact and they've told about it and how it is important to the family. There's lots of different topics, ideas that they can do. And I've encouraged them to begin to talk to older members of their family, ask them about their childhoods, ask them about their own parents and grandparents, to kind of get acquainted with these people and their family that they don't know well or don't know certain aspects about them. And finally, I would like to end with telling you just how incredibly blessed I feel to have your students this year. Most of them I was blessed with last year in 10th grade global. They are intelligent, sweet, funny. They're really great kids. And I know that this has been a tough year, leaving classes in March and being on remote learning and just the uncertainty that's facing all of us. But they're keeping their humor. And more importantly, they're keeping their humanity. They are supporting each other. They're helping each other. And they also help me. I've struggled. I've had a tough learning curve with all the technology. And your kids have had a tough learning curve for some of them with the AP curriculum. And I'm trying to help them. And they've been helping me. And I just want to tell you that you should be so proud of your kids. They're a tribute to all of you that have raised them. They are good, good people. They're kind and they're caring. And I just feel fortunate that I get to borrow them for a school year. I do have to give them back, I know. But I do love having them. If you ever have questions, concerns, there's something I should know that's going on in your family, and that you would like me to be aware of, please email me, please call me. And I wish your families health and happiness in these uncertain times. And thank you for listening.